Alright, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm just gonna jump straight into the video because we have a very exciting video today. There is a new character for the 3rd anniversary. Gonna be honest, I didn't know when the 3rd anniversary was. I've only been playing for about 10 months, so didn't exactly know when the 3rd anniversary was. Anyway, there is a new character coming. It should be either tomorrow or the day after, and it is a very exciting character. We have Luffy Nika Form Awakening coming to the game. If you've seen episode 1015, 1016 of the anime, you understand how broken this character will probably be. As there is it seems like a new tier of characters awaken. So it's above C17, so he is a C17 character, but it seems like a new tier. So if you've played other mobile games like festival characters or very exclusive characters, so it seems like he's going to be one of those characters in the game. It's going to be probably completely broken and very hard to get. So yeah, very exciting character in the game. And before we get into his key reveal, let's just go over the current events. So the current events in the 3rd anniversary, we have the SAL Brothers Exchange. Now since Nika through Luffy is coming, don't spend any diamonds on this. This is complete bait. Don't spend any diamonds on any of these. Don't worry about this event. Because Luffy Nika Fruit is going to be way better than this. He's going to be the character you're going to want. So don't spend any diamonds on the value discount, any diamonds on the Brothers Exchange. Just wait until I think it's tomorrow or the day after when they come out. So this is complete bait. Don't spend any diamonds as Luffy Nika Fruit is coming to the game in a day or so. So let's go straight into his key reveal and let's see what he does. I assume that he's going to be completely broken, as I said. So yeah, Fruit Awakening and Sun God Nika. So he's a strength character, as you can see up here, on top left. And let's go through his affinities or his links, his character links. So for the first one, in order to get the 25% attack, you will need Kaido Dragon Form and Sabo Flame Fruit. Shouldn't be that hard to get. Kaido Dragon Form, one of the best attackers in the game. You should definitely have him. Sabo Flame Fruit, not that hard to get. And then next up, for another 25% attack, we have Zephyr, and then we also have Katakuri. Now Zephyr, most people might not have him, so you might not have this link. Because he's a much harder character to get in the game. So you might not get this one, and you might not get this one, as Surgeon of Deathlaw is one of the best characters in the game, but also one of the hardest characters to get in the game. So not many people will have Surgeon of Deathlaw or Zephyr, unfortunately, but that's how it goes. Then his Weapon Awakening is obviously the Thunder Sword. If you've seen the anime, you'll understand what it is. Greatly improves damage and effect of the ultimate move by 20%. Now these last two down here are your rings and your necklaces basically. So his is a bit different. His will be Awakened Devil Fruit, HP 20%, and then he'll also have Awaken, I'm not gonna even bother trying to pronounce that, Peerless Haki as his attack percent. And I think 20% is actually much higher than normal. Let's have a look at a new character. 20%. Yeah, it is much higher. Oh. So on the ultimate damage move as well, he has 20%. So he'll have an extra 5% HP and attack than any other character. So yeah, that's very interesting. Then we have his skills. Let's just check his fighting spirit real quick. Now there's a new fighting spirit, Awakened Spirit. Bonus 525 damage per level, 240 rage points per turn, and 28 rage points per injury. So I would assume that's every time he gets attacked. Or he's inflicted with damage. So it's very interesting. So he's going to be pumping out big damage and getting his ultimate back a lot. Very interesting. Obviously the other three are all the same as the same characters, I would assume. Yep, Arena HP. skill trigger rate, and normal HP. Yep, just gotta make sure because it is a new tier of character. They could put something spicy in there. So the first thing we're gonna look at is Drums of Liberation, his passive. Now this is quite a bit of text, as you can see. This character is going to be completely broken. So again, don't spend any diamonds on those other previous events we just showed in this video. This character will be completely broken. Now, getting into the passive skill. Increases attack of all allies by 10%. Increases his own attack and defense by 20%. And crit damage by 25%, sorry, when he enters the battle. Already absolutely huge, and that's just the first line of text. At the same time, he's immune to control for 2 turns. That's already insane. Then Destiny Showdown. When he enters the battlefield, increases his own defense, crit resistance, rate, and damage reduction by 15%. Okay. If there is Kaido Dragonform, okay, so we have synergy with Kaido Dragonform, that's interesting. On our field, the effect will be doubled, and Luffy Nika will get Awakening Power. Okay, so if you have Kaido Dragonform on the field with Nika Fruit Luffy, you get 30% defense, crit resistance rate, and damage reduction. That's huge. So you definitely want Kaido Dragonform with him. After death, he will be resurrected before the next action. So as soon as he dies, before anyone else goes, he'll be resurrected, recovering 50% of his own HP, and he'll gain 100% of rage. Wow. So he'll automatically regain his ult. That's insane. Wow, this character's completely broken. Thank God it's only once per battle. Holy. Luffy Nika Fruit has obtained the ultimate power of the Double Fruit, and each time he reduces attack, he has a 100% chance of adding a layer of Fighting Spirit to himself. Okay? These effects like Fighting Spirit, Awakening Power, and like Destiny Showdown, we will see them later on, what they do. This effect can be stacked up to 20 times. Okay, so it can be stacked up 20 times, Fighting Spirit. Now, every turn Luffy Nika receives ultimate damage. Now every turn, Luffy Nika receives ultimate damage, reducing the target's damage rate by 30%. So reduces the damage of the ult by 30%. And at the same time, he has 50% chance to use his own ultimate. What? To counter attack? What? He's a 50% every time he's hit by an ultimate. He has a 50% chance to just automatically use his ultimate to counter attack. What the? Wow, that's insane. For one turn, thank God. If we only lack one type of curse seal, one fire, sand, darkness, ice. Okay, to counter attack. If we only lack one type of curse seal, interesting. Not sure what this means. It will be regarded as the cursed seal. So I'm assuming you need to have a fire, sand, darkness, and ice on the field? I'm not exactly sure what this line of text means. It's not. If there are already 4 kinds of curse seals on outside the field, leaking open will get. Okay, yeah. So if you have these 4 on the field, here we go. If you have these 4 on the field, we get part of the effects of the 4 kinds of curse seal. Oh, he'll get all 4 of the seals. After Luffy Nika's curse seal is judged, if there are 4 kinds of curse seals of fire, sand, darkness, and ice on the field, increase all allies' unique skill resistance and damage reduction by 25%, resistance rate by 30%, and block rate by 50%. Okay, so it seems like you want Kaido Dragonform on the field with him. Obviously, you get the double bonuses up here. And then it looks like you want a fire, sand, darkness, and ice spirit as well on the field. Now his is awakened. Let's see what Kaido Dragonforms is real quick. Actually very interested what he is because you obviously need him for the team. His is a fire spirit, so you already have the fire spirit. So if we go back to Luffy Nika. So his is already fire spirit, you just need... What was it? You just need Sand, darkness, and ice. So you need a sand, darkness, and ice character on the field as well. Okay, very interesting. Let's get into his basic ability for his skill attack. Impact Fist. Luffy Nika rotates his arm to accumulate strength, dealing 170% plus 15 points of damage to a random crew member in the enemy's back row. Okay, absorbing 200 points of the rage from the target and increasing his own small skill trigger probability by 50%. Okay, that doesn't seem that insane. Restores 20% of his own HP and adds a layer of Haki armor to allied crew with the lowest HP. Okay, so he's got HP recovery, and then he also grants Haki armor, which is for 2 turns increases damage reduction rate and ultimate resistance by 25% for the lowest HP unit. That's pretty good. Okay, so he has some support abilities in his kit. It's not bad. I wouldn't say this isn't too insane. Maybe the 20% own HP is insane. The first part's not like overly broken or anything, so that's not too bad. Now let's get into the ultimate ability, the End of God. Awakened body surging with endless thunder power sends a devastating attack in the name of Nika, Sun God. So dealing 420% plus 45 points of floating damage to a random crew member in the enemy's back row. Okay, so it's just single target. Enhancing his own attack by 40%, crit by 30%, and the damage ignores the target's 50% defense and 50% crit resistance. Okay, so this ult's going to hit really hard. Reduces the target's 35% ultimate resistance, so they take 35% more damage, from their ultimate, and damage reduction rate after attacking, and puts the target into burning state, dealing damage of 15% maximum HP per turn. Wow, this will be really good for bosses. For guild boss and world boss, the 15% extra damage, maximum HP per damage, When Luffy Nika's own HP is lower than 50%, he enters the Haki domain state. Converts 60% of the damage he received into his own HP at the same time, clears all of his debuffs effects and control effects. Wow. And increases his own damage rate by 35% and damage reduction rate by 25%. Wow. Okay. So, when his HP is lower than 50%, he converts 60% of the damage he took into his own HP. So he's gaining even more HP, getting even tankier. Then he cleanses himself basically and increases his damage and damage reduction. That's basically what those couple of lines are saying right there. So that's absolutely insane. This will be really nuts with Final Stand. Even more bonuses. Alright, next up is all attacks in the 2 turns are guaranteed to be critical and the crit damage is increased by 80%. Wow. This character's, yeah, wow, absolutely broken. Okay, when Luffy is attacked, he will leave the Haki domain state. Luffy can only enter the Haki domain state once per battle. Okay, that's good. And each time he releases an ultimate skill, he will add a layer of Haki effect to himself. And the allied crew with the lowest HP in the field and convert 20. Okay, so they both get the Haki effect. And convert 20% of the damage they received into their own HP. Wow, so they both get that effect. That's insane. And then we have the damage bonus and damage reduction as one skill. Normally characters have the damage reduction and then the damage bonus. He has both in one. So it's very interesting, and he has resistance rate increased by 50%. Now the next thing is special mechanism. Now I think this is the one that, yeah, it does. This is the one that tells you exactly what the different things do. So increases damage by 8% and crit rate by 8%. Special mechanism. Luffy has Haki Domain, Fistbone Meteor, and Fighting Spirit. Now what do these mean? Haki Domain, in the state of Haki Domain, the crew member is immune to all damage It can resist the damage caused by the enemy and convert the damage into its own HP. Wow, that's insane. So not only are they immune to damage, the damage that they would have taken is put into their own HP, so they're even tankier without even taking the damage. That's absolutely insane. The next thing is Fistbone Meteor. When Luffy receives a fatal attack each turn, so when he's about to die, he has a 50% chance to cause damage equal to 150% of his own attack to the source of damage. So if someone's about to kill, Nika through Luffy, he has a 50% chance to cause damage to that target by 150% of his own attack. Wow, that's insane. Now the last thing is the Fighting Spirit. Each layered Fighting Spirit provides himself a 5% attack and damage bonus, and this effect takes effect permanently. So I'm guessing for each different Fighting Spirit you have, he gains 5% attack and damage bonus. So I'm assuming you can scale up to 20% because you needed 4. Yeah, so that's absolutely insane. And then we went through his fighting spirits, and if you guys want to read through just the overview of what the character actually is, if you haven't seen the anime or anything, but yeah. So yeah, that's the key reveal of the new Nika Awakening Luffy that will be coming out in a day or two, so keep that in mind. Again, don't spend any diamonds on these 3rd anniversary events that are going right now. Save and wait for Nika through Luffy, because this character is absolutely insane and will break the game. But anyway, it looks like we have a new awakening tier of characters. We will probably be getting more awakening characters in the future, so these you free-to-play players will be wanting to look out for to save. So do keep in mind, I'm sure this is not the only awakening character in the game. They will have more awakening characters coming in the future, so do keep that in mind. Alright, so when Luffy Nika form comes out in like the next day or so, or whenever I said, or what I said earlier, we will be getting him and we will be testing him out in PvP, PvE actions, and we'll be showcasing him, so keep an eye out for those videos. And don't forget, we will also be showcasing our account when we do reach level 100, which will be in a couple of days as well. So keep an eye out. We do have some big videos coming up in the next couple of days, so I hope you guys really enjoy those, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This very exciting character. I can't wait to get my hands on him, and yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video.